guys, welcome back to another episode of the Inner City Hermit. This one is going to be so much shitter than the No, I'm only joking, mate.
You're not wrong.
Welcome back, guys. We have a crowd favourite, a fan favourite, one that surprisingly gets views. I don't know how you get views, man. You've got quite a substantial amount of views.
I think you're lying to me. But
No, I'm not. You actually do. You actually have a good amount of views. But we have my brother, Nick Santinella. Nick, what is going on, my man?
What's happening, Matson?
Oh, same shit, bro. Same shit. You look like shit because you're hungover.
I had some beers.
You've been fucking telling me about how hungover you are ever since you got here. So
I've been dabbling.
you actually couldn't remember the code.
I had to repeat it to you on the phone.
Yeah, don't repeat it here. Don't
20s.
don't dox me, you fucking dickhead. How are you, man? How's things been?
Yeah, great. I can't wait to bring your podcast down another level.
No, I can't talk. I actually can't wait to talk about some. You know what got the most amount of views on my last Instagram video?
What was that?
The dick coin video.
Nice.
The dick coin is down, man. A lot of people agreed with you on that.
Because it's just shit chat.
It's shit chat. I think
want shit chat.
that's why we were just saying before how you were like, oh, you've actually had some half decent guests, and I'm like, I have, but actually I still miss doing the shit guests like you.
Yeah, thank you. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh,
but
fuck,
you've
man.
actually had some very interesting people.
Dude, it's surprising. It's
Yeah,
surprising
very.
that people, someone that knows me like yourself, it's surprising that people want to come and talk to me.
Yeah,
Because
to you.
I'm
That is
kind of
the-
fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Did you see,
100%.
Did you
I
see
agree with you.
the TikTok I fucking uploaded yesterday?
Which one?
Oh, here, I'll show you. It's stereotypical of you and I, and you'll laugh at it, man. It's the one
White
where
girls are...
No.
Yeah.
It's we'll turn this up. It's this one. I'll put it in the mic.
All right.
Yeah. Do you realize? Do you like? So I kind of get like this too. Do you sort of like meet people and you realize how fucking stupid you are?
I feel like that's the only reason we get around this microphone to talk.
100%.
It's just to remind each other that we're that fucking stupid.
It's great, but I guess when you get like a couple idiots in a room, the shit that comes out, like this is why I love recording with. I wish more, because to be completely honest, like Darcy's doing his own. Darcy's doing a legitimate thing now. He used to come on and talk shit. You're my only mate that really wants to come on and just riff and talk shit.
Yeah, and the funniest part is I'm not the stupidest friend as well. There's
So much other
like
fucking
the bar is definitely
bars.
lower.
Oh man, it's so true though. But
And they need to be on here. Like,
oh, bro, I want them to. Like for example, I've made a deal with him, and I reckon I got massive odds because.
do I know him?
Yeah, 100% you know him. You know him more. You know him too well almost. But like he wants. You could tell exactly who it is. Episode 100. I said if I get to episode 100, you'll come on, and he goes, yeah, definitely.
No, I know who it is.
But I think he doesn't think I'm going to get to episode 100. But I know for a fact I'm definitely going to.
Oh, you're gonna get there.
Yeah. So because we were watching. Do you watch
Put
Bad
numbers on the board.
Oh yeah. Do you watch Bad Friends?
Oh yeah, with
Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. Dude,
Love
we
it.
watched that last time
Thank
I
you
was
for
at.
being a bad friend.
Dude, I love that shit. Last time I was at his house. It's funny.
Andrew Santino's?
Yeah, last time
Oh.
I was at Andrew Santino's house. We talk about how his dad's in jail.
Awesome. Yeah, makes sense.
No, but last time I was at the person I'm talking about's house, who,
That
if
person.
all it takes is for you to backtrack a couple episodes and you'd know who that person is because he gets mentioned every episode.
I know exactly who we're
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
about.
We're not going to. He's he who must not be named
Yeah.
until he comes on the podcast from now on.
No
but
worries.
we were watching Bad Friends, and he was like, "Oh,
He was watching Bad Friends?
dude, he loves Bad Friends, man."
So I didn't know he got around podcasts.
See, I found it surprising too because I didn't think he was a podcast man, but he's turning into a podcast man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think before we even go any further, I think we
Shit.
should.
Yeah, we've got we've got to address the elephant in the room.
I'm gonna have to backpedal very hard.
So we, Nick and I have been quoting a certain individual for a long time, an individual who we thought wasn't a pedophile.
no,
So-
that didn't give me predator vibes.
I didn't get, but now that's the thing, man.
Now everything he said-
now everything he said
is
is
a little too close. to
We're
being a
talking about
predator.
Chris D'Elia. That's a surprising sort of story.
That's an arrow in the heart.
Dude, have you gone down a wormhole of the Chris D'Elia?
it.
Dude, it's
terrifying.
very conclusive that he
There's-
is a little bit of a predator.
Oh yeah, there's like a full story from females when they went to a hotel and like word for word they were giving their experience of what happened, and how they were underage, and they're like, oh, we'll just feed them drinks, and
Oh,
it just was
dude,
it was so vivid.
Gross.
Like nobody
man.
just comes up with a story like that. You know?
No,
like,
and
unless
the thing,
you're psychotic.
The thing about it is like, there's obviously some stories
my
that get found out that they're like, no, that's 100% bullshit. Like all
Yeah.
this, like for example, Justin Bieber got done.
Yeah,
and
he had full.
bro. He
Yeah,
was
no.
like in a completely different state. Like it was.
He doubled down and being
Yeah,
like, no, I'm
but
not.
I suppose when you're
You're not
that,
gonna do the beeves like
when
that.
you've got that sort of fame, man, there's no, if you fucked up, you'll get caught. If you know you definitely didn't fuck up, the benefits of being like that key person in paparazzi is that someone will have gotten a photo of you.
Oh, absolutely.
At that same time.
Yeah,
that
at least
would,
you got evidence.
Yeah,
always.
you've got, man, and I think the hard thing with Dalia is it happened and once again, that it's still fucked. Like it's so gross.
I don't care if you think it's all right because before you were famous or you got caught up.
It's just gross. It's like to even think that is okay is so
It hurts because you listen to somebody like religiously and you think that you follow good morals and you
right?
think you want to learn from somebody you think have their shit together.
Yeah, and the hard thing is too
And they
is
just go be a predator behind your back.
and everything
feel
is
cheated on.
Yeah,
Like-
that's
Yeah.
like the best way to describe it because you and I were, and I remember when Curtis put it in the group chat of like, oh, Dalia's fucked. Oh, we said the name. Oops. When he put it in the group chat, you and me were like, nah, not a chance. Like,
Full denial.
I'll 100% say I did. I was like, nah.
the full stages of a breakup.
Oh, yeah, like denial. No, they didn't
Absolute
cheat. Not a
denial.
chance. And then there was that moment of realization. I think the fucking weirdest thing for me, and you probably think the same, but don't you think it was weird when everyone sort of disowned him?
Instantly.
Like everyone's like, I
Cut him
didn't
off
know.
the hip.
The only one that sort of like didn't necessarily disown him, but sort of was like, like I feel bad for the girl. Like Theo Vaughn was the only one.
Like, I know it. I've said some things in podcasts that make it sound like I know that he was doing these things.
Yeah.
But I'm promising you, I never said it.
Yeah,
I did not have that intention. I never knew
Dude,
anything.
and it's like,
it breaks your heart because he's a genuine person.
Who, Theo?
Yeah, he's such a good dude.
Well,
like-
from what we know, like,
Well,
but I feel
who fucking knows?
I
They
think
could all be predators.
That's the biggest realization around this because you listen to podcasts with people, you think you know that person.
Yeah.
Like I know people that listen to me that I don't know, right? And they reach out and they'll say like, but they don't necessarily know me. They know me in the podcast, but they don't know me at work. They don't know me.
Where you going with this,
But
Matson?
you know what I mean? Oh, shut the... you know what I mean? But like you can't just come up... They don't know anything about my family or anything like... Like they know the podcast. So when you have that, like you don't know what's... Like they were talking about... Bob Saget did a podcast with Joe Rogan and he was talking about Cosby. How Cosby, he was this TV funny...
family man.
And everyone looked at him like he was a dad and all... And here he was fucking drugging girls like on the side. Like, you know...
It's a complete split person.
So it's very
I don't know why
hard.
I'm sitting here like smiling and laughing at that. It's actually terrible.
But I know why you're smiling. You're smiling because you're like, you're right. Like, we don't know. We know them for a split second.
Yeah.
We know them for a split second. And, an hour podcast, you don't necessarily... Like, how many people did Chris D'Elia fool with his act? Well, act. But, and like I say act... Who knows if he's...
It is an act. I mean, like, how the
Yeah.
fuck do you do roles as an actor on TV as a predator and know in your
man.
head that you've done those things?
Yeah.
Like,
And I think the worst part is you see people...
like-
you see people defending it in a way that like, oh, well, they're 16. It's
but
like...
I wanted to defend it.
Yeah, you're
'Cause
like...
the whole time, like, maybe he was just,
Yeah.
I don't know, caught up in it. But then you have some time to sit and really think, like, if this was yourself and you were doing this to other girls, like, we're 25.
Yeah.
That's fucking not on.
No, no way,
There's no
man.
chance. It's
Like
just, it's wrong.
It's gross.
It's
And like,
gross,
I
like-
think the thing that's fucked about it is people sort of look at it like, oh, well, these, like, I've seen some comments that are just so disgusting. Like, oh, these young girls are probably going for like these guys for, and it's like, mate, I teach 16-year-olds, okay? They don't know, nothing is developed. Like, they don't know what they're doing. And to take advantage of that is so, like, as...
It's not just females, males, like, at that age as
exactly.
well. Like,
as an
they
adult...
they're idiots, man.
Yeah,
Like-
they're so they're just so underdeveloped. They're so lacking in life experience.
Yeah, life experience.
You should know, as an adult, you should know better that to just not be disgusting. Like it's
it's quite easy. And that's the weirdest part about it. It's just so easy to not be a piece of shit.
The thing that's fucked about it too is, and it happened in like the rugby league. I think a couple like Bulldogs players got caught. Like they went to a school and they like ended up hitting up a couple of the girls at the school. And the excuse, bro, it was really gross. But the thing was, like the girls were in year 12 and 18, so everyone said, but it's okay, they're 18 and everything. I was like, but you have to look at the full picture.
They're in a fucking school uniform.
They're athletes going to a school to be mentors to students. You don't fuck them. You know what I mean? Like that's rule one of like, you know what I mean? Like
rule number 1, don't fuck the students.
That's literally
they wrote it down.
That's literally should be
they had
rule
a checklist
one for
before they went
for
in
the
there.
code of conduct for the players.
Yeah,
so
and then fuck children.
Just like if you're an athlete and you're going into a school, rule number 1 is, hey man, don't touch the kids.
Yeah, don't
touch the kids.
Yeah.
Like
don't fuck him, just don't touch him.
It's very just be an adult. And then so like, and then, you know, everyone sort of went to the defense like, they're 18. It's like, it doesn't matter. It's just creepy. Like, don't do that. And then, so
I feel creepy just even talking about
it. Is. It
like,
does feel so,
sensitive.
it feels gross, and it's a sensitive topic and it's a gross topic. And I just like, you know, it's just, it's, and then you think about it too, right? If you're famous and you're 25, I'm sorry, but you're probably going to be able to pick up a 25-year-old. Like whether you're famous as a male or a female, you could pick up someone your own age. Like,
or not look like you.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's just...
That was a low blow.
That hurt, mate. It hurt.
That was funny.
You know what I mean? Like it's... Yeah, so I think we both kind of feel shit. Like I feel shit because I looked up... Like he was the motivation behind starting the solo podcast for me. And that makes me feel gross. Like that makes me feel so gross to see like...
I can't believe I backed him so hard.
Yeah.
Well, I can though. I mean, I don't want to say like... I don't condone any of it, but in that moment, you can't read that. I mean, I'm not going to be angry at myself for enjoying somebody that, you know, brought fun time to my life.
Yeah, he did make it laugh. And like we said...
I was laughing my head off all the time listening to him.
Yeah, man. It's rough. And I think it's rough too when you like... It happened to me with like Sticky Fingers, right? You hear like Sticky Fingers, you hear all these stories about, like I've had Connor from Bugs, like literally tell me a story about how the guys from Sticky Fingers almost got him arrested for fun.
For fun.
And like, you know, I hear that and you're
like such a fun time.
You know, literally, man. And then, and you hear those things and you just feel like when you hear like songs that like Australia Street and How to Fly, like those things that had such good memories now are like kind of
those songs are attached.
Yeah, they're kind of tainted. You know, you're like, ugh.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
But what do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? There's nothing you can do, man. It's like
not much. I'm taking this jumper off. It's hot in here.
Yeah, go for it, man. As long as you don't pull your shirt off like you did in the fucking lobby of my apartment. That would have been so gross. Some poor old lady, like walking in to get in the lift. And then all of a sudden they see your Guido ass fucking
I bet she could smell me
smelly, smoky stomach. Smoky. Yeah. But yeah, man. So you're obviously hungover as fuck. You look like shit.
Thank you.
That's all right, man. You told me I looked like shit, so I got to get you back. But so obviously you went out in the valley, eh?
Yeah.
Out. How was are you in the camera? Can you look at that? Maybe. If you can't see yourself in the camera, get back in the view. How was going out last night? Because I haven't been out yet. I've heard Klutzy came on last weekend, told me his story about going out, didn't rate it. What did you feel?
Exact same.
Yeah.
I haven't been out in like 8 months, I think. Maybe even longer. No, it's about 8 months. But you know when you just like no, but you just want to dance. You just want to go have some drinks.
And we're not good dancers.
No, absolutely not.
But it feels good to dance.
But you have a few drinks. Yeah. You might as well be Chris Brown in your head, and that's fine. But you can't dance. You have to sit at the table. We just went to Rick's. And
see, at least Rick's is a good place to go to for that. Because if you go to Rick's, you're usually sitting down, chilling out anyway.
Yeah, you're just relaxing, but yeah, it's not the same.
I feel like a place like Rick's would still be okay because it's slightly got that pub feel about it. But
that was it. I felt like I was in a pub, which is all right.
Which is okay for like, you know, for I guess this is, and I don't mean this to come across as like really sort of like in a way like favoring men, but we I would say we like, because we're so used to pub environments, we like to sit down more so that like, I personally like sitting down and drinking. We're easy going. Yeah, we're easy going. Some blokes probably aren't, but I really feel for like young people, like 18-year-olds who are able to go out 18, for their first time. You know, remember,
ready to go, dude.
Remember those first nights out where, you know, you just used to go out, get blind. You were so newbie to everything. You didn't know what was a good club. You just club hop all nights trying to find your sort of venue. You know, and
still doing that.
And you don't, yeah, I'm still doing that too, to be honest. But it's more like club hopping just to the casino. But but like I feel for the man. Like you're 18, you're ready to go. You want to experience these things, and it's sort of tainted now. Like you can't, like even now that everything's open, you're not experiencing what the club's like. Like you can't go to Prohibition and sit there. Like what the fuck do you do? Like
it's not the same.
It's not the same,
but,
man.
I don't know, man. I've been drinking at home for so long now.
And I think I
went out. I was like, well, what's different?
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you're sitting down, man. And it's hard too because you want to go out and support these clubs. Like you want to go out and
what cost?
and that's the thing, man. At what cost?
Are you really going to be enjoying it? Is it going to ever be the same?
Yeah, well, that's
for a while.
That's the scariest thing, man.
Who knows?
Who knows? Is this going to be the new norm? Is dancing going to be?
I never even enjoyed going out that much. Anyway, I would just do it because everyone else.
It's fun. It's
fun.
Like,
it is
there's
fun.
some
I'm
nights
not
that
shitting on it and be like, I'm above everybody. I don't like going out. Like it's fun, but now you have so much time drinking at home. It's just, it's nothing different, and you're not dancing. You're not doing anything new.
Yeah. Like we had a couple people, like I had a couple times here where we had like after restrictions, so don't get fucking antsy at me.
I'm on your ass, bro.
Yeah, you probably will. But we had a couple people over here. I think it was when the restrictions lifted, you could have like 10 people over. And we had like a little fun night here. And in my head, I was thinking to myself like,
Did you have more than 10?
No, I had 10. 10 and a half if you include Luna.
No, but I reckon you had 11.
Well, you can't prove fucking shit. How are you going to prove it? You
don't know, but you just got that look in your eyes.
He digs. I can
maybe
do what I
had 12.
But like it was fun. Like it was, and you thought to yourself, you're like, what's different? But then for us, you're like, is it because we're getting older? We don't really want to go out, and like, dude, we're 7 years older than the youngest people in the valley.
Don't tell me that.
That's fucked. We were 7. We were in grade 2 when they were born. That makes you feel old.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That's all right, man.
Really need that.
Yeah, well, you're losing your hair a bit too.
Thanks, man.
You need to start wearing hats like me.
Yeah.
Shout out Bloody Brent Beers. Got the Bloody Brent Beers hat on today.
Hides the hairline like a motherfucker.
Hiding that receding hairline. Yeah, man. It's really funny, and it's such a change in times, and it's weird, and it's, I don't know, like, and even Melbourne are at stage 4.
Well, that's what I was going to say before as well.
Holy shit, man.
The only reason I was like, all right, going out last night, because in my head I was like, well, enjoy it while you can, because this shit is going to have another wave. Like, it's inevitable. Like, it's going to happen.
Do you think
100%?
You reckon?
110%. Yeah, it's going to go back. It's going to, it has to.
I'm nervous. I'm not nervous as in like I'm nervous to get the disease. I'm nervous to what the implications, because we've seen it happen before. We've seen what happens, and everyone sort of says, well, we're prepared. It's like, no, we're not,
like,
man.
You watch Melbourne, they're like panic buying again.
Yeah, they're running out of fucking toilet paper.
Yeah, like it's psychotic, but I get it. But I think people need to accept it before it happens. Yeah. I think that's the best way to deal with it.
I think, and that was
acceptance is the biggest one. We didn't have it at the start.
No,
it was worse.
I agree. Yeah.
So for the sanity of another lockdown, which is gonna happen, you heard it here first.
Yeah. Imagine that.
It's going to happen.
We're the first ones to call it.
Oh, we called it. Yeah, it's going to happen. And accept it. Embrace it with open arms.
Yeah. I think I think the biggest thing is, like, for me, it's not because I won't lie, man, when we went to online learning at school, you went hated it. My mental health was fucked. Like, literally, and I say this all the time, the only thing that got me through that time was the fact that I had the podcast. Because I could sort of, in a way, be emotional. I went and started doing like therapy. Like, I went and saw a psychologist. So, good, dude, I really think, and I like being open about this. I really think if you're not feeling the best, going and seeing a psychologist is the best thing. Dude, after that 1 hour session, it made me feel so much better. And I've been one of these people where I always advocate it, but I never have done it, which I feel like I'm a bit of a hypocrite in that sense. But I did it and it was amazing. So if anyone's fucking thinking about doing it, go do it. It's great.
I think a big thing for us is it's like toxic masculinity at this age. And it's like nobody wants to admit they need to talk to somebody. And you can have a certain amount, I guess, growing up from your parents or whatnot, whatever lifestyle you grew up in. At least if you can sit down and say to yourself, oh, I want to talk to somebody. Man, that's really good.
Well, it's even down to last time you were here, you were going through a bit of a rough patch and we just hung out for the day.
Yeah, that was my therapy.
And that was, that was the best time ever. Time. We literally had the best time and we sort of helped each other out, which was great. But yeah, man, going back, if we go back to online learning, it's going to be, it's rough. It's really rough, man. Like,
it starts here. Accept it.
That's it, man. Accepting it. But fuck, man, it's fucking wild, man. And like, I don't think, do you think we really realize how big this event was for our life? You know what I mean?
I don't even think now, it still hasn't hit me of how much of a change of life it is, but I don't think it's gonna change. Like, it's changed for the better. I know a lot of people, I get why it's a pandemic, global.
Well, bro, you got fucking
global
jacked.
shutdown, but like,
you got fucking fit as fuck.
No, there's nothing to do.
That's what I mean.
You
like,
work and
you're
work
someone
out.
that got it. You were like, fuck, I've got all this time. Fuck it. Let's just.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
I get like, and I've been listening to a few podcasts, and some of them like talking through how they've dealt with it. You know, you go through like the stages. It's like a breakup. Right? Like denial. You're like, oh, and then you do things like panic buy. All right, then after that, you got so much time indoors. What are you going to do? I don't know. Anything to kill time, to make yourself feel better, get that adrenaline rush, whatever. You start shopping online or something like that. Like they're always looking for the dopamine.
Yeah.
And like, how are you going to get it?
That's so true,
like,
man.
You need a dopamine hit. Like, you look at your phone and just that scrolling, that sensation of finding a new thing, that's what keeps you hooked. You just get that dopamine hit. But now everybody's in lockdown. Well, when we were in lockdown, like that was your initial... Like, how do I get it? Then you find different ways. Like, all right, you're going to work out. Are you going to start eating more that makes you feel better? Are you going to start shopping online?
Did you find you comfort ate a bit?
Pardon?
You comfort ate? Like, you ate food that you're like, oh, man, I really feel like... I did a little bit. Oh, just small amounts. Like, I'd like... I got this thing with Kia because we go grocery shopping together and I'd always try and sneak things into the trolley because I'm a little bitch and I don't want to...
What are you, fucking 5, bro? Just fucking put it in the trolley. Don't sneak it in. Just be like, hey... I'm going to buy this with my money.
Dude.
Because I want it.
Yeah. Well,
in the trolley.
Yeah. Realistically, I should have. Like, I should have
shit in the trolley.
Yeah, like, I was like...
you're 25. Put it in the trolley. I was
like, I'm going to sneak these fucking Nutri-Grain into the trolley. And
what a fucking... what a treat.
Yeah, well, like, it's well, the thing that Kia keeps me super healthy, man. If I didn't have Kia, and I'd never admit this to her, and I'm only admitting this now because I know she doesn't fucking listen to this garbage.
Perfect.
Bro.
I wouldn't either.
I would eat like... fucking shit. If I didn't have
before Kia.
Dude, what did I eat before a game? Before pre-vegan, pre all that, what did I eat before a game?
Oh, full chicken.
Full chicken and a full loaf of fucking bread.
Yeah.
How fucking grouse is that? And I'd get on the field and I'd wonder why I was like a fat fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
it's pretty gross.
Do you remember me through my fat phase? You probably didn't because I hid it with my beard. I had a beard back in the day.
Yeah, I mean...
my face was fat as fuck, dude.
Yeah, we had a beard, so everything.
Yeah.
Man, I've been fat. I've done the fat thing.
Yeah, you've done the fat. You've done the fat thing a couple times.
Yeah,
you got fat twice.
Yeah,
I think
it's been fun.
We all got fat after 18 because we started drinking more, and we all were fucking dumb as shit. Didn't realize that alcohol is like empty calories.
Oh yeah.
Just like, why the fuck am I getting fat? And then it's like, oh, probably because I drink 50 fucking beers a week. Like, it's...
I'm ruining my body.
Oh, man. The worst thing is when you catch yourself getting fat.
It's good, though. I love when people tell me that I...
Do you like fat shaming? Do you think fat shaming should come back?
I think, everybody's obviously too soft. I mean, I don't know.
I believe
hear it too
that.
often, but I'm going to be straight.
So.
When people told me, like, you guys were definitely not backwards when it came
Fuck
to...
no, man.
You and especially Curtis, the shit I copped when I was fat is the best. If I didn't cop that, I wouldn't have lost weight.
Yeah.
I honestly think you need somebody to tell you the truth. And if they're not going to tell you as a friend, they're not really your friend because they don't give a fuck about your well-being.
It's like It's a bit like, they're getting rid of bullying. Like, there's aspects of bullying, and I'm going to probably hurt people. There's aspects of bullying.
Tread lightly, Tisha.
That keep... Yeah. Well, I'm not talking about overtly bullying, but I mean, like, subtle bullying in friendship groups, like you just said, like, if you don't have the balls or you don't have the ability to say, hey, Nick, you're looking a bit fat, bro. Like, you're putting on some kegs, man.
Yeah.
You're not going to change. Like, one thing that made me want to lose weight is my old man said, mate, you're looking a bit beefy. And
when my parents told me I looked fat, I was like, damn.
And in my head, I knew I looked beefy. I was like, I knew. Because but I was waiting because no one would tell me. So I was like,
maybe I don't pointing it out.
Yeah, maybe I don't
maybe look. Maybe the tall tees were hiding a little bit better than usual.
There's a story, and it always gets brought up on Rogan all the time about one of his mates, where the thing that made him lose weight, not him himself, but one of his mates, was the fact that his mates kept calling him fat fuck.
That's good.
And he said the best thing that ever happened in his life is his mates always calling him fat.
110%.
Because he went, you know what? Fuck, I am fat. I'm going to lose weight. And now he looks like a fucking jacked dude.
And that is the best part.
Yeah.
Like, another Joe Rogan, but he says, like, there's nothing better than not a success story from starting from scratch. A good success story from somebody that went really bad and fucked up so bad that they ended up making their life good. Like, that is a good success story.
How about...
You get fat, but what a comeback story that you got fit,
How fucked was it when Adele got shit on for losing weight?
she copped the stick. She looks
so
great.
Much weight.
They're
like, well, fantastic.
We loved her before she lost the weight. Like, all right. So that's cool, but also she's a lot healthier.
Yeah.
Maybe she might be alive a little bit longer so you can enjoy her music.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing too. Like, how I fucking hate the fact that someone does, like, that's not an easy thing to do. Like,
no,
if you've tried to lose weight, man, when I first went vegan, I tried to lose as much weight as I could. Lucky enough, I did lose weight with the help of Kia, who is a dietitian. So I did cheat. I technically was seeing a dietitian every single day. Not many people have that.
Yeah.
But to go through that and to have people who most likely are fucking fat be like, oh, like, how dare you fucking lose weight? It's like, bitch, what the fuck?
But worry about you also. And get friends around you that tell you you're fat, because I promise you it's going to benefit you in the long run.
It's like, well, what made you quit smoking?
Didn't want to be fat and drink and smoke the rest of my life.
We fucking teased you all the time.
Yeah, no, I got harassed because nobody smoked with you in our friendship group.
And like, I'm glad that, to be honest, I don't take it back. Like, we all enjoy a cheeky durry here and there when we're having a beer, but like,
we're human.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, the fact that you stopped was, I don't think we were teasing you because we didn't fucking like you. We were teasing you because we did like you and we didn't want you to fucking die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
man, I'm so glad I don't smoke. Like,
it's a
great.
A good thing, man. I think it's good too because, the thing that I don't think a lot of people don't understand, and like, if you've ever been addicted to something, whether it be something as basic as like,
that's a big one. Like,
it's not as easy as just quitting.
Personality that loves, I could just I do something once, I get addicted.
You are, but it works in your favor though too, because
I do everything at 100%.
Exactly, man. When I see you, like, you've recently got on a bit of a workout kick, and you went hard, man. Like, we did a 10K run, and I was not expecting you. Like, I was expecting you to beat me, because I fucking hate running. But I was not expecting you to beat me by that much. Like, I think you got back, you were sitting there having a coffee, and I was still running.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's cool.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, it's like, but that's one thing that's cool. Like, when we talk about like addiction and stuff like that, you can work it in your favor.
Yeah, it's like, that's a good thing as well. Like, I don't just do it for bad, that not just for the dopamine hit.
Yeah.
You can find it different ways. I was like, I want to do more healthier things, but I can't do it if I smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
I like living a healthy lifestyle. I can't do it if I smoke.
Yeah,
I like going to the gym.
See, I just got a fucking
like,
card
like
addiction
football.
now. Yeah, I love football, man. That's the thing.
Football, like, you're not going to be around forever, and you're not going to be young enough to do these things. Like, do it now while you're young. Like, fucking, if I'm 70 years old, fuck it, I'll smoke. I don't give a fuck. But
yeah, when you're almost at the end,
do
and
whatever
you're like,
the fuck you want.
Yeah, you're like, fuck it, I've done my innings.
But why do it now? Like, you got so much you can accomplish
Isn't it
mentally
shit,
and physically?
Isn't it shit that we didn't have this attitude? Like
When we
I've
were
said
18,
this,
17.
bro.
If I had this mindset, it only took 8 years to get there, or 7, but we're here now.
Yeah, like I was talking to this guy online, right? And like this is what I was talking to Kia yesterday, actually, when we went out for dinner. And I was like, you know, she always says like, you know, what are you going to turn the podcast into? Is it going to be a business? And in my head, I'm like, I don't know that camera's fucking... It's okay, I'll restart in a minute. That one's still going. But like I don't know what I want to turn the podcast into. I'll restart it, actually.
I like that you got options though. You got I mean, you have my piece of shit face on this podcast, so. But then you got interesting people. So whatever route or whatever road you want to go down, at least you have the options.
And the thing about it is, like I was saying, sorry guys, I had to restart the cameras. Fuck, I always say I need people to run my cameras, but you know, it is what it is. But I like was looking at the podcast and I was like, you know, the community of people that I've met through this thing is fucking unreal. And I was talking to this guy, right? He's a guy that he runs the ACKC podcast, and he just did a podcast with Connor. And it was a big deal. And he's only 18, right? He's 18, still in school. But I said to him, like, I was like, man, you are so lucky that you have the balls to start a podcast at 18, young. Man.
Good for you.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Like, and I said to him, as soon as he finishes school, man, he's coming on here.
I don't want to take it away from his drive. Like, definitely that's you. Yeah. But I think that comes down to how you... Good for your parents. I would be so proud if I, like, molded my child to have that mentality at such a young age. Like, eventually everybody's going to find it by themselves. Like, we always going to find out way to do it. But to do it at such a young age that you've given such good influence, maybe he didn't get it from his parents. Maybe it was, like, the product of the people around him, or he's got good friendship groups. But 9 times out of 10, that's just good parenting. I love that shit.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
That's a good success story.
That's why when people are like to me, like, why are you getting back into Pokemon cards? I'm always like, why the fuck not? I fucking love Pokemon. I don't care if I'm 25. Dude, I don't give a shit.
These are popping. Have you even opened these yet?
Nah.
No. What, are you saving these for ticks?
Nah, yeah, dude. The TikTok's
Can we open one?
Do you want to open one?
Yeah, can I open one?
Yeah, bro. Do you know how to open it?
No idea. Is there like special
Okay, so
way?
all you do is you so what you're going to do is you're going to open it and you're going to face the card. See the back? The back's going to have the front on it.
So you want it...
So you want to... No, so what you want to do is... for those looking at home, you can do it. I don't know if they're going to open that one. Do you want to do it? We'll do a TikTok.
Well, we can do it now. Let's do it on the podcast.
Do you want to do it on the podcast?
Yeah, let's do it. It'll be fun.
If you want. Okay. So what you're going to do when we open this... So guys, if you're watching the fucking video, you're going to see Nick Santinella. First time man's opening a Pokemon. See, these ones are from booster boxes, so they're harder to open.
I haven't done this since I was like 10.
That's exciting, man. Well, I've always said to you, man, you should get into these sorts of things.
Well, this is another dopamine hit, man.
Like, it is, and I don't care what anyone says.
I feel like gambling right now. I feel like I'm about to put money in a slot machine. There's a reason, and I've said this. The psychology around card openings is the fact that inside every person, what the fuck? Inside every person, there's a degenerate gambler. Oh, yeah. I don't care what anyone says, whether you're young, old, everyone loves the idea of chance. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what you're going to do, man, is you're going to open that. God, I hope
it's open. So you're going to look at it like that. So you're going to spin it over. So first things first, you don't want it for anything watching at home or listening. So what you want to do is there's a code card at the back. Now there's a cheat behind the code card. Don't spin it over yet. I want you to slide the code card out from the back. Yep, and just place it on the ground. Don't show me the back of the card.
Like that?
Yep, put it on the... Awesome. Now spin them over. Now I want you to... No. Pick them up. Now I want you to spin them over, and I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the front.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, that's not 4. That's like 8. 4. Okay, you got 4. Now put them at the front. Yep. Awesome. Yep.
Oh,
now I want you to put them this way. We're going to show the camera. All right. Other way, you dickhead. Oh, fuck. Okay, so first things first, you want to hold it nice and tight, and I want you to pull out. So we've got a grass energy. Now you can go through it like that.
All right. Burning scarf.
Dude, you got to do it with some fucking energy.
Fucking burning scarf.
Burning scarf. We got a burning scarf. What else we have?
Some very white,
pale Liana
looking girl.
We got a Lucio, a Luxio, a Voltorb, a Growlithe. We got a Dreepy. We got a Snova. We got a Binnacle. Now this is what you call that is a Pelipper reverse. Okay. Now I don't bend those fucking cards because if they're valuable, I want to fucking Grill them up. Okay, here we go. So this is what's going to happen. This is the pre-rare. Okay, so a reverse rare is always pre-rare. So now we're going to pull it up.
Hyped.
Oh my fucking God. Actually, bro.
You're kidding.
Holy shit. Holy shit. We got a Dragapult. Bro, I fucking hate you, man. I wanted to pull that on TikTok. That's fucking sick, man. Yeah, so that there is, that's a really good card, man.
You're kidding.
That's a great, like, I'm not even lying. Do not fuck that up because that's a great card. So, but do you see what you get out of that? So, like, most 9 out of 10 times, you'll get hyped, man.
I'm very
hyped.
Let's open another one.
We're not opening another one.
Right.
So, but, yeah, so, like, that's what I do, man. That's actually, so that's a Dragapult V. Yeah. So that's
talk me through.
That's
Why
an,
is it so?
That's an
rare?
ultra rare card. So the best thing about Pokemon cards, man, is that they're always coming out with. See, look, man, the cops are coming because you just pulled a fucking rare. But the best thing about Pokemon cards, man, is that it's always ongoing. Okay, so see, here's what I'm gonna do. So if you hold that card up to that camera. So there's a gray and green. So gray and green automatically means that it's going to be rare. If it's a full green card, you've already fucked it and you know that you're going to get something shit. Yeah, which kind of sucks. But that sucks. Yeah, that's why when you open them... Yeah, dude, that's a great card. I'm actually really impressed that you got that.
Thank you.
Yeah, but anyway, so
I don't get to keep it then?
No, you don't get to keep it. It's fucking my card, mate. But I'm pissed I didn't get that on TikTok. That's fucking sick. We ruined it. That's awesome. But see what I mean? Like around the cards, like it's so nostalgic. You get that little rush. You love it. Like that's fucking fun. And that's what I love. That's what I missed about me.
That's a cheaper way to gamble for sure.
Is it? It's like fucking $7 a pack. You might get shit all. But I look at it, it's like putting $5 down on the chalky wheel. You could get nothing or you could get big.
Yeah, it's
like, you get to push this around. You get to put this wherever you want. You can keep it. You can grade it. You can do whatever you want with it, man. It's a great hobby to get into.
You're still hitting the Bricky's laptop?
I still hit the Bricky's laptop. Bro, I hit the Bricky's laptop yesterday. I got absolutely peppered. I put 20 through and then you know how it was just giving you little wins, and then it just fists you and you're just like, fuck, and then you're all out.
Do you know I've only ever touched the Bricky's laptop 3 times.
For someone like you, that's great. I'm glad.
Yeah, imagine if I gambled.
Dude, the saddest thing is, man,
I would go down.
Saddest thing is,
that's the one thing I've 100% known since I was 18. Never to go.
When you walk through a pokey room, there's a little bit of like disparity in your heart where you're like, fuck, I know that motherfucker's putting his whole wage through that machine.
I know it feels like walking into a hospital where people are dying. That's the kind of feeling I get
Jesus
walking
Christ,
through.
Man.
Yeah. Have you seen people that are addicted to pokies, man? You might as well sit in a hospital ward.
It is rough. It's rough when you see it because I understand it. Like I get why it's addictive. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like there's a part of it where it's funny, but there's a part of it where it's like, you're like...
It's a little funny.
Yeah.
But I get why it's addictive, but you know when people are like, oh, it's the lights and the loud noises, whatever. My thing is I never learnt how to play them properly, so I don't care that much for them. So when I walk in there, none of that gets me because I actually have no idea. If I ever put money into a pokies machine, which is like 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
Just fucking...
The best thing to do...
People to tell me what button to press. Like.
Yeah. The best thing to do is, and I love doing this, is you team up with the mates, you're $20 each, you put $20 and $20 together with your mate, you both stand around the pokey with social distancing.
All right. Yeah. I like that you put that in there.
Yeah, mate. Just for anyone that's fucking antsy about it.
In the world.
And so you got $40 together and you just halve the winnings. And it's so much fun because the worst thing about it, and there's always that one motherfucker every single time you go to the pokies who loses all their money. Who loses all their money. And actually he's good, man. Because he wants you to win. But there's other motherfuckers. Usually they're tight people where they'll put money through, they'll lose, and then they'll be like, well, I don't want that motherfucker to win. And it's like, so he's sitting there,
bring you down
and he gets excited when you lose, and you're like, bitch, what the fuck? Like, stop being a dick. You know what I mean? Like, what are they called? They're like pokey soul suckers, man. They suck the soul out of everyone on the pokies. Yeah. You know what I do all the time? And I'm probably the reason why so many of my local pubs don't do it anymore. But
You're the sole reason.
No, yeah, maybe. So it happens at the not the what's the other, the regatta. The regatta are notorious for it, man. So you go into the pokies, you put $20 to a pokey, and then you lose, and you're like, fuck you, like I lost shit. So I always find the bowl full of Mentos.
Another 20.
No, fuck
the
no.
bowl of Mentos.
And I am like, well, I lost $20,
I'm
so
gonna get my money back.
I'm eating. I'm gonna eat $20 worth of Mentos.
You just fucking
bro, and I'll just
sit
sit there
pocket.
and like, because of the minty Mentos, they're actually like, people don't know, but minty Mentos actually have the same effect as chewing heaps of chewing gum. They've got like a laxative effect.
So
Dude, I
yourself.
ate so much mint Mentos, and I literally almost shit my pants at the regatta.
That's nice.
Like, it was fucked. But I made a point to myself. I was like, I'm a fucking loser. I'm going to eat all these fucking Mentos.
And shit myself in public.
I'm going to, right on the floor in the pokey room.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Social
I don't
distancing.
give a fuck about any shit anywhere. No. Fuck it.
This is supposed to be a lot, like, it's supposed to be a very easy, laughable podcast, but it ended up being some good topics.
Yeah, well, I told you, man, like, the best thing about this is it can go both ways, and I love it. It's like a bisexual. It can be funny, like we can be on here talking about the dick coin, or we could be on here talking about
I'm glad that was a success.
Dude, that was a funny podcast. I think the funniest moment, unfortunately you don't have the funniest moment. The funniest moment ever on this podcast has to be the Vundy story that my mate Paddy told. The one where the guy like passed out in the toilet, woke up, threw up in his underpants.
Yeah.
You
can't beat
at fucking Birdies or Oh Hello. That was a funny story.
That was a funny story.
That
I was
story.
in tears watching that.
That guy, I don't know who that guy is, but a lot of the people who've listened,
podcast.
bro, a lot of the people who've listened, because I think a couple of people, of the people that know Darcy know him as well, and they know the story.
They want to put a name to.
And well, I don't think we can put a name to it because I think the dude wants to become a politician. So, you know,
Probably
hey
not
man,
gonna help in the long run.
ScoMo shit himself at a Macca's. So
Did he
like,
really? This is news to
have
me.
you heard that?
No.
That's why there's like, there's this heat map of like, it was a meme. It was a heat map, and it was like countries whose prime minister have shit themselves at McDonald's, and it was just like Australia, red. It was the best meme.
Oh.
Dude, because you think about like, I always think about, you know. Dude, and like the fucking worst thing is like he's had a fucking rough trot, that bloke. I could not think of a worse time.
It's not often you come across a global pandemic.
Like you have like Johnny Howard was in. We get the fucking Olympics. We get all this. All this is made, and then
boost an economy.
You know, and then you get all the others come in. ScoMo comes in, goes on holidays. There's a fucking bushfire. The country burns to the ground. After that, there's flooding. He's like, okay, well, the country's... now there's flooding, and then it's like...
Global warming is real.
Pandemic. And you're like...
Honestly, at first, I was like, you're a piece of shit. I was. At first, I was like, you're a piece of shit. But now, like, balls deep into this pandemic, I'm like, you got to take your hat off to him, though. You have to. Like, nobody could foresee this happening. I think he's dealt with it. Apart from Melbourne, just off the fucking rails, but that's a different story in itself.
Fucked by Corona.
But in the whole, I'll give him his dues, man. Like, he's done a pretty good job.
Yeah, look, I mean,
let's not get into politics, obviously, because I know.
Yeah, I don't
nothing.
know anything, and I'm also talking about him as a human. I think nobody is even designed to take that much pressure. Like that is. So much pressure, so much scrutiny. I like, and you know, he does things that I think are fucking stupid. He does things that I'm thinking, well, like, you know, I don't think it's a good idea, but you know, I don't know what it's called, stoicism or whatever, like the greater good for the utilitarianism,
that's it.
The greater good for the greater number, or I don't know what it is, but there's some things where I'm just like, you know, doesn't matter what fucking decision he makes. Doesn't matter what side of politics you lean on, he's going to make a decision that's going to piss you off.
He's going to get scrutinized regardless as well.
I look at the way...
You can't please everybody.
Man, I look at it like I have a classroom filled with 26 kids. If I make a decision about an assessment or something, there are going to be kids in that class that don't agree with my decision.
Always.
That's 26
Without
people.
fail.
Put fucking 24 million people together. There are going to be people that are fucked over. And it's shit and it sucks. But like it's rough, man. And
life's
like, you know,
not fair,
and it's awful, and it really is awful. But and like, you know, I like I said, I'm not on his side. I don't fucking really like him. I don't think I didn't vote for him, but I can empathize with him on a human level that it is a fucked job. It's an awful job.
Yeah.
And he's, I think it's hard because it's different circumstances obviously will give you different opinions. Like if you're in a circumstance where you're getting fucked in the ass every single day by his decisions, you're going to have a negative outlook on him.
I'm glad you said by his decisions, because in my head, I'm picturing him getting fucked in the ass.
Him getting fucked in the ass, or like
physically.
Australia getting fucked in the ass?
We're just getting penetrated in the ass as a whole. Yeah.
We're not getting penetrated as much as other places, though.
Well,
like Corona's fucking
Trump's
a lot
really,
of places.
Trump's really fucked
Trump's
up.
fucking. I didn't even know what that motherfucker's doing. He is. Did you know his
man? Whatever you're gonna say right now, all I'm gonna say, I won't go into any detail because everybody knows about America and they're probably so sick of hearing about it. All I want to say is, I hope he goes into comedy after he's finished being president. That's the only thing I wish he does.
I was just about
this
to say,
guy is hilarious. Like
his Twitter is fucked.
I'm in tears watching what he says.
If you take away the fact that he is the leader of one of the biggest countries and technically the free world, he is fucking funny.
And he's taking the piss, man.
Oh, man. Could you imagine having a job that is that crucial and that important and you're still just taking the piss?
Full taking the piss, man.
Like, it's kind of scary.
I mean, yeah, way too much power.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have it. But
like this man...
all I'm saying is just go into comedy.
Oh, man.
Because he's calling. That was his calling. I think he definitely has it in him.
I'm interested to see that after all of this, after he serves his next term, I don't even know what the fuck how voting works there, or whether it's 8 years, 4 years, whatever he's going to do. I'm interested to see how it works when he finishes and he's not in power and he's just back to being a fucking like piece of shit businessman. Are people going to find him funnier? Or because like I agree, I totally. He's one of those dudes.
He's got the power that makes him funny, but if he's going back to be normal again, then
I totally agree with people, and I know why people hate him, and he does do gross shit, and but his Twitter is funny. It's funny.
Hilarious.
It's funny. It's like Elon Musk. Elon Musk is
he takes
hilarious.
I love that he's like, I fully support Kanye West, and then something came up. I don't know, somebody's like, oh, do you support Kanye because he does this? And he's like, maybe we don't share the same values.
Yeah, it's like when he called out...
maybe I don't condone
He called out Coachella. He's like, fuck, Coachella's lame. I can't remember what the tweet was. And then Coachella posted a photo of a flying Tesla on stage. And he was like, okay.
Jaden Smith
had a flying Tesla. And then he was like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, that was so funny. Like, he is... Imagine being so famous, so rich, so whatever, that you could just sit on Twitter. Like, when in all his interviews, so many people ask him, like, how do you have time for Twitter? And he's like, I'll just fucking sit there for like 5 minutes, look at Twitter, post something, and it'll like go viral. Like he just like that viral, like instantly with a couple words. That's fucked.
That's what smart people, just comes to them.
Oh, man.
It takes us an hour to say something, maybe. On a podcast.
Yeah. Oh, dude, everything. I like.
We may not even have good content after this. We're not sure.
That's the thing about. I looked at that video that I played at the start of the potty about like, do you ever realize how stupid you are? You were explaining how sometimes I think I'm smart and I think about something and then it goes from a bang place and yeah, literally and I feel that there's times when I'm talking to someone and I know what they're talking about. I can articulate it in my head. I get it. I feel like I can add to the conversation and I come out with something and everyone looks at me like, who bought the special kid here? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't help how I look too because I look like a bit of a dumb fuck. Like if I saw me in a conversation with someone intelligent, I'd be like, what the fuck does that dude know?
And I love that you have the realization.
Oh, it's the best.
Because I have it.
Yeah, I have it all. I think a lot of people have it. I think a lot of people just don't. I think in a lot of senses and a lot of times you're in situations where you think you're dumb. It's just how well can you hide the fact that you think you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah. If you start letting them know that you're an idiot.
Yeah, I think that's as soon as
you've lost your self-awareness.
As soon as you let them know that you think you are an idiot, you're an idiot. Yes. Everything, all merit's lost. Like that's the fucking sound, man.
Can I walk away and get water?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
All right, keep talking.
Yeah, I love this is why I love doing these random podcasts because You went out last night, and you didn't even fucking reply to my text when I said, "Do you want to record?"
Yeah, I saw it as well.
You're a fucking dog, man. I knew you saw it too. You know what came through my head when I saw it? Because I know you like the back of my hand. I was like, this motherfucker's read it.
Oh no, he read it. Yeah.
He knows.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
And then you messaged me this morning. I was like, sick. I'm gonna do a day where I just film TikToks. Awesome. Are you in the camera? Can you look?
Ah, fuck, you're here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a day of TikToks. You messaged me like, hey man, like this is how I imagined your text sounded. Ready? Hey man, I went out last night, and hey man, I went out last night. Sorry, I even saw it. I'm a bad friend. Fart, like a fart came out. Because this is how hungover I reckon you were. Hey man,
you sound like I eat so much.
Just let me. I reckon you sounded like really like. Oh, sorry. Just let me eat something, and then I'm gonna have a shower. I'm gonna get in the car, and I'm gonna come over. And in my head, I was like. What fucking type of podcast are we gonna fucking
horrific?
Because you got
I
here,
thought this was gonna be a lot.
You were
worse,
sitting in the car, and this. What's the number to get in? I can't. There's a man in front of me. He doesn't know how to get in either.
He took 5 minutes, and then some girl came out of the car to let him in.
Dude, you know who's a rager at the gate?
Who?
If Kia gets stuck behind someone, and that person
Hangs
doesn't,
off the horn.
bro, she fucking like gets out of the car, just. Tap me. She's probably gonna let
get in there,
dude.
Fuckhead.
She'll let a terrorist into the building if it's impacting her day. Because she is so like specific. She's like, I need to get home for a meeting. You're in my way. Oh,
Yeah.
you're from fucking
You're on
Taliban.
time.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And you come like.
Yeah, you're on borrowed time. Fucking get in there.
Yeah. See, I feel like because I'm always on like I would consider myself on island time, even though I'm not like an islander. I'm just. Chill. Like I'll be like, I'll get there eventually, mate.
Well, you were like that on the phone with me. I was enraged sitting there for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And the
why
problem
does it
is the driveway to get into your car park. It's right on the street, so there's no area where people just line up on the
and the road
It goes
works,
onto the
man.
road, and then,
Yeah.
and then there's a fucking line down the street because this dumb fuck didn't have a code. Didn't have a fucking code. Like, sort your shit before you get there.
That's
Did
one
you notice
thing,
now?
yeah.
Now also, did you notice? This is the best part. This is the easiest part. You know, I called you 5 minutes before I got to your place.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think I did that?
Because you
Mason?
wanted to memorize the code.
Fucking there you go. You know.
So when you got to the
Pretty
thing,
clear as
you got
fucking
to the
day.
intercom,
Yeah.
you could call. See, it's funny. See that intercom phone? I don't actually use the phone bit. I never use the phone. I take the phone off the hook, unlock, and then the phone back on. Because the person's actually on the physical phone to me.
Yeah, but you're straying away from what I'm trying to say. Is that I was prepared 5 minutes before I got to the fucking
And
gate.
then Derek Dumbfuck.
Now don't, Derek, you fuck. Have a code, or get the fuck out of the line, or park that shit up on the street, because you're making me blood red mad.
Man, the worst thing too is when people get to it and they put their reverse lights on.
Oh,
and there's a
like,
line full of 5
yeah, that's
people,
the
and
fucking worst.
they
Like,
have
I
to
can't go
reverse.
through, and you're like, dude, why? Why would you put yourself in this
So,
position?
and then I've seen people do like 3-point turns in our driveway. Not only are they, and then they've got cars coming out as well as in, so they're like breaking off too. And now
You've
because
ruined
there's
everything.
a line,
Yeah.
you fucked everything.
You've broke order.
The Jenga blocks have fallen.
everywhere.
You've fucked it.
It's a fucking shit show now.
Yeah, I think I've done
Congratulations,
about,
you fucking tore it down.
Yeah. I think I've done about 5 or 6 videos, 5 or 6 podcasts where the premise of the podcast is me talking about how much I fucking hate driving in my car park. Like,
It's
okay,
usually
we have,
fuckheads in cars.
Yeah, so we have ramps where you got to go ramp, sharp turn,
Yeah.
round, ramp. Okay, people drive like they are in fucking Tokyo Drift around my car park. Right? I specifically drive. I drive at like 5 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Not because I'm a retard driver. Sorry, I said the R word. But not because of that.
You're going to get cancelled, obviously.
Nah, probably.
But continue.
No one watches
Enjoy
this.
it while you're here.
But I went round. I go round so slowly because I know that some dickhead, most likely in a Mercedes-Benz,
Might be drifting.
driving the nicest car. You'd think driving the nicest car, you'd drive carefully.
No, they don't give a
Bro,
fuck.
he just fucking fangs it round,
Yeah.
and then they look at you like this. This is the
Disposable
exact
money.
face. This is the exact face they pull when they turn around. They're like,
I reckon we could... Yeah.
look at
Why
you.
you in your
Why
car?
are you in the car
Why are
park?
you doing the speed limit?
Oh man, it like common sense is something they need to teach. and this is funny because I am one, but they need to teach common sense as a subject at school. Like common sense. What subject are you taking this term? Oh, I'm taking fucking year 9 common sense.
We do a legitimate class going through school for an OP, SOR, study of religion. How the fuck that we were made to study that? I get it because it was a school we went to, but you don't have a class called common sense.
Common sense. Or like
how to get around in the streets.
How to buy private health insurance 101.
Yeah.
Like
how to drive in underground car parks.
I knew everything about Jesus Christ, but I didn't know how to do my fucking taxes.
Oh yeah, no idea how to do taxes. But he died for our sins, so we cannot learn how to do our taxes.
Yeah. What do you think about the theory that like Jesus is black? I think he is.
Well, makes sense.
Because if you look at the history of that region, it would be weird to think that he wasn't
black. I mean, if there was Jesus,
you know what? I can't wait. I would love there to be some information that comes out that proves Jesus is black, and there's some fucking racist Christian man that has to swallow that pill. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
I don't know why, completely off topic. The first thing I just thought of is Dave Chappelle's sketch.
Black Jesus?
No, when he's blind, but he's a KKK member.
Oh,
and he doesn't know he's black.
Dude, do you watch Black Jesus, the show?
No, I didn't even know there was a show called
Black Jesus. It is hilarious. It's I think it got taken off everything because of like all the shit.
There's some websites
there'll be some, like I think Soap Today'd have it. Like they would definitely have, because that's where I watch Chappelle Show.
Oh yeah, that's
the greatest show.
I mean,
ever.
like it's pretty illegal, but people should know this website exists.
Yeah.
How fucking good is Soap
It's great, man. It's great for things like Harry Potter. Like, because Harry Potter's been taking off everything for HBO Max. HBO is coming out with their own streaming service, and those motherfuckers are just dropping cash on every show. So if you see something disappear off Netflix or Stan,
it's gone straight.
Odds are HBO, and HBO's taken it, but the worst thing is we can't get it yet because it's American-only streaming service, which is fucked.
You just got to get, what's it called? You pay for it now.
The VPN.
Yeah, you just get a VPN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my mate does it, and he gets all the American Netflix.
The only bad thing is they
pay for it.
Yeah, well, Netflix have done it so they block them. So I had Tunnel Bear. Really? I had Tunnel Bear VPN for a bit, which I don't know, maybe different VPNs. Like I know I've heard NordVPN is pretty good, but I tried to log in and I was like, okay, I want American Netflix. I'll say I'm in America. And then I logged in and it said that you're using a VPN, so they wouldn't give you access to American Netflix. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
you got done.
Yeah, I got fucked hard. And I was like, this is shit. You
paid for it?
Yeah, I paid like $15
Eat
for
dicks.
the month. Yeah, I had a big eat dicks moment because I literally paid for the VPN just for that specific thing. Like I wanted to watch American Netflix and I wanted to watch Japanese Netflix because they have like all the anime on there, and I can't do it. I've been zucked. Yeah, what anime you think? Go do Naruto, man. Naruto's just basic.
Every time I think anime, I'm like, yeah, I love Avatar, but that's not anime. It's not.
I look at anime is like it has like a anime. Yeah, it's a style of thing, but a lot of animes have a cult following. Yeah, Avatar has a large cult following. Look what you've done.
Oh shit.
That's alright.
Oh man, easily the best show to come to anything.
Come out of Nickelodeon, I think it's the best show to come out of, best cartoon besides SpongeBob to come out of Nickelodeon.
Yeah, but the life lessons you get from a cartoon is
from
just
Uncle Iroh. Yeah, but like that's
so beautiful, man.
There's a lot of life lessons that come out of different things. Like Naruto has them. Like,
yeah,
I think Naruto has them. Naruto's great, man. It's good. Dragon Ball Z is good.
Dragon Ball Z had those kind of life lessons.
Dragon Ball Z was very much for, like, I believe it was, and this is just, it was very targeted at boys. Young boys who love violence and couldn't watch.
You can sit down for a 4-hour fight scene. I think it holds the record for the longest fight.
It does. It has like had like a 16 or 17 episode fight scene. I think it was the Frieza versus Goku.
Apparently, it was like the longest was like 4 hours because it went through. It went through a bunch of episodes.
There was one fight.
It broke the record for the longest fight scene ever.
I think there was another fight where it was Goku versus Vegeta, and it was literally the entire season
to be continued.
The entire season was the fight. Like season whatever ended, and then the first episode of the season
they're just jumping planet to planet, fucking shit up.
Well, like even like, and the crazy thing about Dragon Ball is because it's been so consistent for so long, and just gone. so consistent for so long is the fact that everyone keeps getting more and more powerful, like over and over and over again. Like there's always someone that gets more and more power. It's okay. It's just the
taking photos of it.
Nah, it's the camera getting sick of recording your ugly face.
Yeah, I can.
We've been going for an hour, so we're probably gonna wrap up.
We'll fucking wrap this shit up, motherfucker.
Yeah,
People don't want to listen to me this long.
It's been quick as fuck, man. It's been quick as fuck.
No, don't wrap. It's been fun. We pulled a good card. We actually had some good topics. I really thought
I actually am so surprised about that. This is a great card. Like that Dragapult V is great. That's gonna be a great add to the old collection.
Can you maybe do a another TikTok maybe?
Do we want to do a TikTok?
No, I mean can you reuse those cards somehow?
Nah. I like to do it natural, man. Otherwise, it just seems really fake. Like I hate the YouTubers.
Now you gotta pull up.
I hate the YouTubers, and then they have to be like, "Oh my god," and you're like,
"I've never seen this before."
Yeah, exactly right, man. All right, brother. Do you want to plug any of your socials or anything? You come on here all the time. You're pretty much a recurring. Nah, it's nice.
People not knowing.
It's nice coming on here and just doing this sort of shit. Like I purposely leave these weekends free just because people like you come on and it's great. So
I like seeing that you building a good business going on here, like a good following.
It's nice, man.
Good guess, a good thing going on.
It's mindfulness. Really good thing. It's mindfulness because it means you and I sit down, no phones, no nothing, just.
But at the same time, I love fucking it up for you.
Oh, it's great.
I really love.
It's gonna be cool one day. One day, if this gets bigger and we have a studio and we can just fuck around in a studio and.
Oh, we could do this all the time.
That'd be great, man.
Would be the dream.
Yeah. All right, brother. Guys, you know what it is. It's the Inner City Hermit podcast. Go over to Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit at Inner City Hermit. You know the deal, guys. You guys have a bloody great day, great weekend, all that sort of shit.
You're getting good at this, Matson.
Oh, mate. I've got them reps in. All right. Cheers, guys.
Adios.
Legends.